Today we're going to make a plague doctor mask. The first part of making the mask is you need to go and buy any, and if you have one that's fine, is buy any structure of like a mask. We got a simple one, just eye holes, and we're going to put it up like this so when we get to the beak part, we're going to build a beak on this. So the materials you're going to need for this is, of course, like I said, a mask, some cardboard to build a beak, and then for the eye holes we also cut out these little plastic and we're going to put it as eyes. Also, we're going to need some newspaper for the paper mache and some water. Also going to need some glue guns and glue sticks. And right now we're just going to build the base of the plague doctor. There are 3 steps to making a plague doctor mask. Make a base, so we can build the cardboard on, and either tape or put some hot glue around the cardboard. The second step is to put some paper mache over. The third step is, of course, paint it. And also, don't forget the eye holes. I'm sketching the beak, so just have to draw a little example on some cardboard. I'm just darkening what I already drew. If you mess up a little bit, it doesn't matter. So remember, you're going to cut over it. The rest, almost done. Now we have a folded piece of cardboard. It has 2 sides, so that means when we cut it, we'll have 2 even sides. So we can both look like it's a 3D shape. So now we're just going to cut. Now what we've done is we have taped the bottom like this. So now it's a perfect beak. So if you build it on, it looks pretty good. Like a beak. Now, just glue in this. The lens is on, and now the eyepieces are being glued in. Now I'm just gluing the edges of the eyepiece. Since we have this mask glued, as I'll show you, it's not totally stable, so drying, but still pretty stable. Now I'm not doing the finished taping, so I'm just gonna let some layers, because remember, if you think you're all mad because saying, "Oh, this looks horrible, there's so much glue everywhere," it does not matter, because when you put the paper mache, it's gonna look great. So we're just making a little bridge around. Try to make. So now I'm gonna just putting some on the tip. Another little layer. So let's put in more tape on it. Now we're going to put some tape in the middle. Let's put a lot of tape in that part. So it's looking pretty great. There's tape all over. So we're going to have a frame. It's pretty strong right now. I can just hold it from this. Next step is to make some paper mache. So get some newspaper. I would use newspaper and get some short and medium pieces so we can cover the eyelids and everything. So the ingredients you're going to need is just mixes 1 cup of flour and a teaspoon of salt and 1 cup of water. So we're going to take the water and just pour it in. Now we're going to take a whisk. And we're just going to, and you have to whisk it around like this. So you kind of get a nice smell too. I'm covering the mask with some paper mache, so what we have to do is just dunk it in there, look at both sides, pick the medium side, just place it over the beak like this. I'm almost done, so I'm just going to fill out some air bubbles, so just putting some in here. You don't want too much. So I'm going to find some air bubbles over here. It might get a little messy, but it doesn't matter. if I were you, I would put some blue tape, it's like Scotch tape, on here. So just after we're done paper macheing, we can just peel that off and see through it. Because you definitely don't want to put paper mache over the eye. It's time to let everything dry. We're gonna make the mask dark brown to make it almost look black. Since you've seen this picture, that's the one we're using. So now we're gonna mix a couple of paints and make the color dark brown. If you mix a bunch of colors together, they're gonna be brown. We got a delicious baby poop brown color. We use some light yellow, some blue, some green, some brown, and black. Looks so delicious I can just eat it with baby diarrhea. Now we have a lot of paint on it. I'm almost done with the first coat, so if you see, turn this around. I'm now painting the second coat of dark brown. If you think it's gonna look stupid, it's gonna dry and look pretty dark, So, we finished the mask. The only thing, since we used the heat gun, is you kind of melted the lens, but it's all fine, because we're gonna fix it later. But, so now, this rubber band, put it on, you look pretty good. So after you got this, all you need is like a hood or something like that. A scary hood to make it look for your Halloween costume. If this is for your Halloween, so yeah.